Cunha! Oh, he scores!
Offside.
A long ball comes forward. There's a flick on, and then Cunha volleys it first time and beats the goalkeeper. But the flag goes up. Binding launches a long ball forward. It looks like Šeško and Heaven might be in offside position. It's Šeško who wins the header. It then comes to Casemiro, and then Cunha volleys it. And I think the offside flag goes up for Šeško, who looked just a bit offside. It looks like no one's really complaining. And yeah, the referee confirms they're offside. Šeško just a little bit too sloppy there, Scott, in terms of trying to come back into position.
Yeah, I think it came up quite quick, and yes, you should be onside in that position there. I don't think he touched the ball really, but he did impact the play actually going for it. I think the ball missed him, but it's a goodish start, better than I expected from United, really, being over the last few minutes that's a dangerous boot potentially. I think that United really need to try and quieten down the Leeds crowd as best they can, but could have really done with that going in. They just need to keep possession and keep calm and take their chances, like I said earlier.
Calvert-Lewin! Oh! What a moment for Leeds United. There was a brilliant ball whipped in from the right-hand side. And you just saw Calvert-Lewin time his run to perfection, unmarked, in the box, met the ball. Daniel Farke's got his head in his hands, and that header just hits the post. And I think United in the first 20-25 minutes, Scott, started well, but the best chance of the half falls to Leeds. And again, it's in that kind of 6-yard box area.
Put it there. It's like put it there, and he'll get there. He'll be there somewhere.
Can't believe that.
It's so close. It's just like an inch or two away from just deflecting inside the post, isn't it? But yeah, look, he's the man, isn't he? In terms of the betting on the game, if you can still get a price on him to score in the match. Him to score the first goal is 11-2. That's Dominic Calvert-Lewin, by the way. First yellow card shown about 2 or 3 minutes ago. It's Doug who had a foul on Calvert-Lewin. They've just, in the last 5 or 10 minutes, they've just started to go a bit more direct Leads through the middle of the park, finding Calvert-Lewin, holding it up. He puts it out wide. Okafor and others linking up with him really well. So it's no surprise that suddenly they just seem to be on the... getting the upper hand.
Hopefully United will have a bit more money to reinvest, and if you add Champions League football into...
Brendan Harrison's in it for Leeds, 1-on-1, and scores! Leeds 1, Manchester United 0, 61 minutes gone. He gets played through on goal. Can he keep his composure? Yes, he can. Lovely left-footed finish past the Manchester United goalkeeper. I said, Scott, I thought Leeds would start the second half really brightly, and they take the lead at Elland Road. Good limbs, by the way.
Good limbs.
Very good. I'm so enthusiastic about I can't... that was the thing. Like, just little things like that. Aiden Heaven, again, we were just talking about him a second ago.
Jinx him, haven't you? Yeah.
You can't, look at him too hard and criticise him, but it's those moments there, like loose balls and those opportunities where, something could just potentially fall for you. Brendan Harrison's taking it there. It's just watching this back now.
So Lenny Euro has the ball, plays it to Dallo, plays a bad ball in field. And then it's kind of just one pass forward that evades all the Man United defenders. And it's almost a little bit too easy for Brendan Harrison to run onto it.
Heaven's been surprised by him a bit there. And I think that's maybe a little bit of a lack of experience. Maybe that first second where Heaven's thinking, I've got a bit of time here.
But also, just on that, the first touch from Brendan Harrison's so good, because that first touch from him, the first touch takes the ball in front of him, and he's able to run across Aiden Heaven, and Aiden Heaven therefore can't make a challenge, and then he obviously finishes it really well. But it's almost bizarre because it's just one ball, and it's almost a little bit too easy for that. Yeah,
it's poor in possession. People will look at Heaven here. I know I've just talked about him, but Dallo on the right there, like how careless that pass back in that he tried to hook in was. Yeah. Turnovers like that. One happened with Casemiro in the first half, and Leeds had a chance from it. I think Calvert-Lewin fired it wide. But United have to be protecting the ball and a lot more careful, and Dallo is always a culprit of that. And it's those small little things which are making big differences to me. But look, United have a big job here. They've just chucked Xerxes on straight away. On for Euro straight away. I don't know whether they've changed system and gone to a back four. But look, this is what I was fearing. United don't really have a lot in the team at the moment to go and thrust this game back in their direction. So, yeah, it's going to be a long 30-odd minutes, I think.
Well, we needed a goal.
Yeah, it was great for you guys, isn't it? Great for you guys.
Good for the neutrals.
Not so much for me.
Looks like a back four, doesn't it? With Dallo at right back, with Shaw at left back, and looks like Patrick Dorgu will play from the right. Xerxes and sort of Šeško will play off and Kuna, will play off Šeško. So looks a bit more like a 4-2-3-1 maybe, Scott.
Yeah, I think that's he had to do it really, and it's little things like that which can edge games like this. And unfortunately, like United have been, I won't call it unlucky because they didn't defend and they didn't keep possession well enough, and that they led to their own downfall there, really. Amorim just has to get after it and go for it. We need to see a reaction here. Otherwise, I think that people are going to be greatly unsatisfied with what they've seen over the course of the
Chance for Kuna!
Goal!
Yes! Needed that.
My goodness me.
We said there'd be goals. We just needed one.
Really, really nice finish. A little bit like Brendan Harrison racing through on goal. He keeps his composure. This time, Matheus Cunha gets played in down the right-hand side. There was a bit of hesitation from the goalkeeper. Should he come? Should he go? He ended up staying, and Cunha, from a tightish angle, goes across the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. And fair play, Scott. That is obviously, clearly, the perfect way to respond. Šeško with a nice layoff into Joshua Zirkzee. Cunha makes a good run. Zirkzee fires the ball into Cunha, and it's a really nice finish. But that's good link-up play.
I've been very, very critical of Zirkzee over the course of this show so far, but the weight on that pass was absolutely fantastic. Šeško playing the ball into him. Zirkzee with the vision and the weight on the pass, like I just said, to actually play him in, to put the goalkeeper in like that bit of indecision to allow Cunha to run onto it, and it's a really good finish. I've talked about how Cunha needs to be the guy to step up in situations like this with so many players out, and I was fearing after Leeds just scored that we'd see this game drift, but United have done what they needed to do. They've reacted straight away, so it's back in the balance now.
Leeds on the
chance for Leeds now. Willy Gnonto down the right-hand side gets the bar line. First time cross into the box is blocked by Cunha. It will be a Leeds United corner. 4 minutes of time added on. They want a handball. They're appealing for a handball. I mean, half a dozen Leeds players are around the referee.
Their arms are straight up. So
Cunha again doing really good defensive work, getting back into position. Oh!
What if it is arm? No. Is it?
The right arm is up in an unnatural position, but I think it takes the deflection first, and then I think we need to have a better look, maybe slow down to see where it actually. His right arm's definitely up, but I'm not sure it hits his arm. Does it?
It hits his arm off his foot, I think.
Does it? His arm, you think?
But then how can you dictate where you?
Yeah,
it's difficult.
I think
that'd be a harsh penalty. To
I agree with that, and I think we're going to carry on here. Anton Stack's going to whip in an out-swinging corner into the 92nd minute. Casemiro gets his head on it, comes back out to Stack, heads the ball into the box. Chance for Leeds here. Ball back into the box. Shot from outside the box, takes a wicked deflection. And it's going to come back out to Willy Gnonto now. Bad header to Ugarte. Now Cunha can break. He's got Ugarte and Zirkzee, but he hasn't got many options. And Cunha does a sensible thing and comes back to Luke Shaw. Lissandro Martinez now has the ball. We've been playing for 90 seconds of added time. 2.5 minutes left. Ugarte's got space now. And look at Šeško, not even looking. The Ugarte pass wasn't great, sure. But Šeško just...
I don't know what he's doing.
What was he doing? He wasn't making a run.